So anytime you are having issue with your father, you want to die. Don't be me talker, now Bible talker. Many years ago, when the Lord told me that, I was still in school. And I entered a covenant with my dad. I said, every Christmas I will buy you goats. He said, but you are in school. I said, yes, so that you can be praying for me. He said, every Christmas. I said, yes. And I didn't miss it until he died. I said, I will not buy cow for your burial when I did not buy goats for you when you were alive. Every Christmas. I was in school, Polytechnic. I'll buy the goats, I'll go and give him. I will kneel down. There are some prayer my father prayed for me, I can't repeat them. When he was to die, he asked me to tell my wife to bring children. He's the only one that he said for. He said, tell her to bring the children. I think that was the year I gave birth to Evangel. And my wife went there. The prayer I prayed for my wife, I can't say them. And after that, he said, go. At the diebed, I think 3 days later, that's when he died. But before he died, I already told him the date. I was preaching in Warri. When I told Pastor Goodluck, I said, my father will be dying today. I wanted to go and see him before he passed on. He said I should not bother. He has given me my blessing. The day he gave me blessing was Igwebe. I went there with a medical doctor where they were treating him. He asked everybody to go out. And he said, kneel down. And after that, he said, you don't bother to come and see me again because I'm going home. And the blessing till today, I see them. When I finished preaching in Warri, and I told them, I said, I'm going home. And I came down. And around in the morning, 9 a.m., my sister called. I said, Daddy is no longer talking. I said, it's today. I said it before now. He said, but he never died. You know they talk. I said, don't worry. Let me know when he don't die. Because I prayed. God said there's nothing you can do. Yes, I prayed. It was this year. I was carried by Efe in his motor, green car. We got to the year. I was coming to inspect this, my building. They were building in this house I stayed. I came from Airport Road. As soon as we got there, at about 2 p.m., my phone rang. Exactly. I said, Daddy has gone. I said, okay. Already I've sent somebody to stop by to take him to mortuary. So as soon as it happened, I called the person. I said, you can. The person was in the next village. So the person just entered, took him to the mortuary. But what I'm trying to bring, he emptied himself on me. And everything he said has come to pass. When you hear me say, nobody will fight me and win, it's one of the prayer of my father.